to add my voice on this one to Chucky Mark, who I've just been listening to a couple of minutes ago, live from his taxi, I assume. Great guy. And I just want to restate something that he said about the Labour leadership contest between Owen and Corbyn. He said the whole thing is about, and he emphasises this, not ever, 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 very distinct last, ever, letting people have control. That's what it's about, isn't it? That's why he mentioned also the fact that it was Blair who said, I would rather resign, or rather not win, than have a left-wing government in control, in Parliament. They don't care. Call them red Tories, call them defectors, call them whatever you want. They're careerist politicians who want simply to maintain the old status quo. The way business has always been done in Westminster. What is it said about this country? We move forwards by what we would call incremental change. Increments. Tiny little wedges of progress at a time. Like chipping away at a flaming glacier. There you are, chip, 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 chip. Oh, look, women got the vote. Oh, isn't that amazing? Chip, 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 chip. Oh, look, we've decriminalised homosexuality. Chip, 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 chip. Oh, we've lowered the age of consent for homosexual relationships. Okay. Change by increments happens. It's jolly British as well, isn't it? I mean, you couldn't imagine all of us jolly old Brits getting together and well, damn well having a revolution, because, I mean, really, it just wouldn't be cricket, would it? No, you have to let the other chappie come up to bat. I mean, otherwise it's just not cricket, is it? Incremental change really means how much the establishment is prepared to change. How much the top 1%, the ruling elite, are prepared to just give a little, an extra little crumb from their table for you. A minor concession. But don't think you've got any influence over what really happens, and who is really in power, and who sets the political agenda. Because this is about agenda setting. You've seen it in the media countless time after time, and Chucky Mark was on about this as well. Another journalist attacks Jeremy Corbyn. Another backbencher attacks Jeremy Corbyn. Another newspaper, another View, another presenter. Time after time after time. The establishment see that this guy is rubbished. Why? Because, as I've said before, the establishment are scared of him. And again, I admit I'm re-echoing Chucky Mark's point, but it's worth saying. It's not just him the establishment are scared of. It's you. You, the people. Now, you might not think that when you watch debates on the BBC and other channels. You really might not think that the establishment are at all afraid of you. You might actually believe they're there to help you. They're there for your own good. You might mistakenly believe, my government wouldn't do this to me. Believe me, They will, they are, they have, and they will continue to. That's why this has become like, well, not even a gunfight at the OK Corral between Owen Smith and Jeremy Corbyn. Yeah, Chucky Mark says it's become like a sort of Tarantino movie, like a zombie fest. Yeah, I think it's become something like I can get the zombie kind of image. They just keep coming back, and you keep stabbing them in the head time and time and time again. Bullet to the brain, gouge out the eyes, but they still keep coming. To me, that's a symbol of the advance of neoliberalism and capitalism and economic policies that determine everything and treat people really as, well, let's think of an expression, something that you probably rubbed off your shoe after a walk on the street. That's pretty much what the top 1% think of people like us. We're expendable. We're cannon fodder, for crying out loud. Do you honestly think for one single second they will allow you, us, access to the reins of power? Us to make decisions in our own country? Do you think they'll do that? Walk around any major city and find out how many public spaces there are, truly public spaces. Not ground that you tread on that's owned by this supermarket, that shopping mall, that company over there, these trust or hedge funds here. Walk on our green and so-called pleasant land and just ask. At any moment, someone can say, no, you can't park there, you're not welcome there, this is private land, off you get. Yeah? That's where you put your feet. That is the nature of this country. It has been bought up, taken over by the 1% with the economic power. Why is Corbyn a threat? Well, just ask. Why are we a threat? Not why is Corbyn a threat. Why are we a threat? I think you got the answer. It's us that have got them worried. But your choice. As Chucky said, go away, switch on the bake-off, and go, okay, close the business. Switch on X Factor, Big Bruv, more cooking shows, Benefits Britain. Sit there like this. Passive receptor mode. What our ruling elite love. You just sit there and go, stare, blank, yeah? Ready to download, sir? Ready to download? Ready to download, sir? How may I help you? What might I do? How can you abuse me? You want that kind of world. Just keep watching the telly. Just keep believing everything you're told. Everything, yeah? Stay asleep. Yeah, stay asleep. They want you asleep. Shh. Don't.